Okay, so right now we're starting, this is the third day, and we're starting right where Sickles is at the peach orchard. So if you can see behind me, big round top right there, little round top right there. Wheatfield is right below that ridge there where those trees are. And Cemetery Hill is all the way back there. You can see the Pennsylvania Monument, big and true. And yeah, so this is where Sickles Corps was, all the way out here, the Emmitsburg Road. And then that tree line back over there, back over this hump, is of course where Lee's Confederates were, right through those trees back there. So on this side of the 3rd Corps, we got Humphreys, and Humphrey has a statue up there a ways. But this is the 3rd Corps right here. So if we orient ourselves, they were all along this road here, this main road, all these regiments. Which, it's not too bad of a position. You can tell how high the position is over there where Humphrey's division is. Okay, and if you look here on the Emmitsburg Road, you see that it's actually quite good protection. When you have all of your regiments here, the cannons can't really fire from you. Over here, definitely they can reach you over here, which this is where Sickles' men were mostly at, is along this road. You can see the monuments down the ways there, down the road, and then they turn the corner right where those trees are, because that's the peach orchard. Okay, the famous peach orchard, but there's also another peach orchard right over here, and this is where Humphreys is. Humphreys has a great position. You know, by the time those Confederates, those Georgians, which I think is Georgians, no, Mississippians. Oh yeah, that's right, that's Barksdale. Barksdale's Mississippians and an Alabama regiment from Anderson. They're coming here, and that's basically Humphreys right there. That's Humphreys, and so we are right here in this intersection, this little T here. So this way is a bunch of Pennsylvania regiments, and this is where Graham is, and yeah, and they got Mississippians coming right through these trees here. This is where Barksdale's coming through, which there's a great picture of Don Triani that Don Triani painted, and it's Barksdale waving his men on the other side of that barn there. And they had some Zouaves actually right around here. I couldn't tell you which one. Actually, yes, I could. 114th Pennsylvania, which is right on the end there. So we'll go check that out. And yeah, so they had them all lined right here. All right, see you guys down there at the corner. Okay, so we didn't go too far. As you can see right here, right before the corner, the 114th Pennsylvania Zouaves and the 57th Pennsylvania, and some artillery. There's the 57th, and then there's the 114th Zouaves right there. This is where they were. This is where their line stretched, right here. And Barksdale's Mississippians are coming right from over there, in that ridge. They're coming, passing right through these houses here, in this barn especially. Quite amazing stuff. And then down here on the corner, in an L-shaped, facing this way, as well as facing that way over there, would be the 12th, or excuse me, the 2nd New Hampshire. Right through there. And then over here, coming out of these trees, is more Mississippians of Barksdale. So Barksdale was stretched all the way along here. That's how many troops we have verging on this area. Basically ends where that tower is, and then the rest over here is nothing but cannons, which I'm guessing cannons under Barksdale's command and Anderson's command, and also would probably be McLaws's cannons over there. So we'll go over here on the corner. We've got a battery in front of us, and we're gonna go over to that corner. See you guys then. All right, coming. We just walked that right there. Remember, we got McLaw's. His artillery is right over here. We have all these Mississippians right through these trees. Just Barksdale just charging through, absolutely obliterating the 3rd Corps. Here's the peach orchard right here. When I was walking up here, I was wondering what these monuments were, because there's only a certain amount of regiments that were here on the corner. We got the 2nd New Hampshire right here in an L-shaped, facing like that, and we also have 141st New York or Pennsylvania, which is probably that marker right there. Okay, and then over here, they later move over here, I'm guessing, to save the main artillery that is famous, very famous, and is over here as well, that waited until the very last minute of the Mississippians and blasted them with canister. So we have these foreign monuments here, and basically it's for all of 3rd Corps that was right here in this little short spot, this little raised area here. So we got a monument for the 1st Division of the 3rd Corps. We have the 3rd Corps, Major General Daniel E. Sickles, and then Major General David B. Birney, however you want to say it, once Sickles gets his leg shot off and Birney has to take command. We have 2nd Division by Humphreys, which we know is over there, and then the Artillery Brigade as well. Lots of artillery over here. We got 6 10-pounders, 6 12-pounders, 6 10-pounders, 6 12-pounders, and 6 12-pounders. So that is a lot of troops, a lot. That'd be, I think, if my math correct, 54 guns, I'm thinking. Amazing, amazing stuff. Let's go over here. It's just absolutely pandemonium happening right now. Absolute pandemonium as these Mississippians are just charging through. And so those lines that were right there on that road, they double quicked, I'm guessing, up here to save these guns that were on the end. And we're along this ridge right here, along this fence. I'll stop right here and turn it back on when we get down there. All right, so we're really on the other side here of the peach orchard. So you got these units lined up right here behind this fence row. And you have the main artillery and other artillery on that ridge up there. I'm guessing they're firing over the heads of these guys right here. You have the monuments, the right and left flanks of the divisions lined up right here, right there. So we have the Mississippians, we have McLaws's artillery over there, and then over here, making their assault right now, heading down here, down into this gully here, which will eventually be the Wheatfield, is Longstreet's assault. We got Kershaw's South Carolinians right there. And as you see, this is where we are right here. Right there on the edge of the peach orchard. So the South Carolinians are going through that ranch right there and heading down to the gully and trying to sweep the 3rd Corps on their left flank, their extreme left. I think that about does it for the peach orchard. We're gonna head on back up here. I'm gonna walk down this road here and come in where I came from before to get through here, and we're gonna walk back down and we're gonna get down into the thick of the fighting, real thick of the fighting, the Wheatfield, the bloodiest field in all of North America. See you guys then. All right, guys, so we were right over there at the bottom of the peach orchard. There's the top, okay? So remember, we got South Carolinians by Kershaw coming through the bottom of this hill right here, okay? And I'll show you the map to orient yourself. This is what we're looking at right now. Here, that's not good at all. Here, that's a lot better. So that's where we were. Now we're right here. Actually, we're right here. If you see that little road, that little gray road, and then goes down this way, that's where we are. So you got the South Carolinians, and they're trying to go through here, and also they're trying to go through this field, this little divot in the terrain, and sweep on through and get them from the side and split the 5th Corps and their men. You got Caldwell and everything, and you got the 3rd Corps right there. They're trying to split them in half, Kershaw and their South Carolinians. Okay. And it looks like we have more South Carolinians, and then we have part of Longstreet's Corps. Okay, we got those Alabamians, Georgians, and Texans. They're already past the New Yorkers, the 124th New York with Colonel Van Horn Ellis. They're already past them. They already crushed them. They're retreating. They're already through Devil's Den, and they're gonna go through Devil's Den and head up to Little Round Top. If you can see right there, that little ridge. Good morning.
Morning.
So you have a lot of Georgians coming up through this valley here, coming up this hill. And you have all of these units right here under Zook. Zook's gonna move his men through here, up through here, and take this height. And we also have part of the 2nd Brigade of the Irish Brigade, commanded by Colonel Patrick Kelly. We have the 104th Pennsylvania. Let's see where the 104th Pennsylvania is. Looking at our map here. 104th Pennsylvania, right there. Right there. And I got a tick right here. All right, there. He's not gonna get through though. All right, gotta catch him before it's too late, before they're in an area you don't want them to be in, as my grandpa said. So, yeah, this is where we are right here. So, they were lined up right through here. Right through here. You have all these Georgians coming up this way. All these Georgians. Got a monument for the 116th Pennsylvania, which was part of the Irish Brigade. And again, they moved up through here. 2nd and 5th Corps to try to plug the gap of Longstreet's assault. Because remember, Sickles has moved out there. He was supposed to be back there. As soon as he moves out there, not only does Sickles get his leg blown off, but Meade goes, holy shit, we got a huge gap, and there comes Longstreet. We got to fill this thing. Here comes the 2nd Corps. Here comes the 5th Corps to plug those gaps. And then right here on this ridge, as you can see, it's kind of a hill. We're going down a hill. Remember, the peach orchard's over there. Okay, we got this field here. We got those South Carolinians of Kershaw's men trying to slip through here and try to get around here. And right here we have the 1st Brigade by Colonel William S. Tilden of the 5th Corps 1st Division. So we got 5th Corps guys. We got the 22nd Massachusetts Infantry of the 5th Corps right here. So if we look on our map, see, find the 22nd Massachusetts right there on that bend of the road. Here we are on the bend of the road right here. And let's see what we got, what they have in front of them here. We got South Carolinians right over there on that farm, and we also have Georgians coming right up through these woods right here. And if you didn't notice, here's the assault, here's the Devil's Den over here, right? Here's the South Carolinians, and this is all, that's what's here right now. There's not many Union. Remember, these right here, these lighter colors, these are where the formations were before in a different time period. You have Ward's group right here of the 3rd Corps, the 124th New York and everything. They're running away because they were pressed off by the Texans and Georgians of Hood's division. But you have Seams. Seams is coming in with 5 brand new regiments, 4 Georgians and 1 South Carolinian. And they were coming right down this ridge right here. Right through here. And these regiments are just sprawled along this ridge side here and going down there as well. Firing in the woods. We also got guys down there, regiments down there as well. That looks like the 5th, I'm guessing the 5th Michigan, or the 17th Maine, or Minnesota, whatever, Maine probably, I think, ME. Right through here. Trying to hold this ridge line. We're gonna head up here and then we're gonna get to the Wheatfield, see you in a little bit. Okay, so we were just right over there where the Georgians were coming in under Seams, as well as Anderson's division from Hood's, or Anderson's brigade from Hood's division. And if we look, we have fresh troops coming in from Kelly and Cross, 69th, 88th, 63rd. That's right, the Irish Brigade, right here. Right here is the Irish Brigade. They're all along here. I'm gonna wait for this car to come by. They're along this ridge side here. We're gonna keep on going down here. There's the marker for the 66th New York Infantry of the 2nd Corps. 5 killed, 28 wounded, 10 missing. And we have the 3rd Brigade by General Samuel K. Zook. Zook, famous for, of course, the assault with the Irish Brigade and all alongside the Irish Brigade. He wasn't commanding the Irish Brigade, but he was right next to it, though, during the attack on Marie's Heights at Fredericksburg, which we'll see that as well in a few days. And right here is a beautiful, absolutely beautiful monument to the Irish boys of the 63rd, 69th, and 88th. Beautiful. 2nd Brigade, 1st Division, 2nd Corps, July 2nd, 1863, 6 p.m. New York Infantry, Irish Brigade. Casualties: 5 killed in the 63rd, 5 killed in the 69th, and 7 killed in the 88th. Wounded: 10 wounded in the 63rd, 14 wounded in the 9th, and 17 wounded in the 88th. Missing: 8 of them in the 63rd, 6 in the 69th, and 4 in the 88th. And on the back here, you can tell I like the Irish Brigade. I'm spending more time on them. The brigade entered the battle under command of Colonel Patrick Kelly, 530 strong, of which this contingent comprised of 3 battalions of 2 companies, each numbered 240 men. The original strength of these battalions were 3,000 men. They've lost a lot of guys. And this is where they're held up right here, waiting for those Georgians coming right through here, and over there is the Wheatfield. Continuing, the brigade participated with great credit to itself and the race it represented in each battle of the Army of the Potomac in which the 2nd Corps was engaged, from Fair Oaks, June 1st, 1862, to Appomattox Courthouse, April 9th, 1865. And right in here is the peach orchard. Excuse me, not the peach orchard. The Wheatfield. All right, here's the Wheatfield right here. This is the Wheatfield. All that right there. All that right there. So, starting off, remember we got those Georgians. We got an I believe it's an Arkansas regiment. Okay, this is kind of what we're looking at right now. Let me switch it around here. So if you see the Wheatfield right there, we have a triangle right there. See that triangle? This is what we're looking at right now. This is the road that we just went down. Jesus. All right, guys. So here's the 3rd day of my blog. Just to orient yourself, we are on the Wheatfield right now. The deadliest field in all of North America. Right here. So behind us, Little Round Top is right over there. Big Round Top's right there. Devil's Den is over there. And over here is where 6th Corps was when we walked through there. Just at the bottom on the side of on the right side of Little Round Top. Here we have a marker for the 81st Pennsylvania Infantry of the 2nd Corps. Right in the middle here. There's a ton of 2nd Corps markers, a lot of 5th Corps markers along the road here. We are on the Wheatfield right now. So where Caldwell's men we're at. It's right through here. We have a marker here. 27th, 2nd Corps clearly. Let's go check it out. It's currently 8 in the morning. I've walked from Gettysburg, the town, to here this morning to go see some stuff. 27th Connecticut, right here. And there's some where are you guys at? Right there. Some 5th Corps monuments back there. Tell you what, this is gonna be tick heaven. Not used to ticks. This position held by the 61st Regiment New York Infantry on the afternoon of July 2nd, 1863. Casualties: 6 killed, wounded 58, a total loss of 62 guys. Sorry, I gotta look back. They held this position right here, and they had all of these guys lined up here from the 2nd Corps when Hancock showed up. And of course, later we know that Hancock gets sent over to Cemetery Ridge over there. But this is what they're trying to deflect the attacks right now on the 2nd day, right after Sickles' corps was completely just blown away in a mass retreat, trying to reorganize in these woods here in front of us. We're gonna head towards the peach orchard. That's what we're gonna be doing today. Just going towards the peach orchard, and we're gonna be doing the kind of backwards treatment on this one here. We're just gonna kind of work our way from back here out to the peach orchard, which we should have started on the peach orchard and worked our way through these woods, through the wheat field, and back up to their initial objective, which was Little Round Top, and also where the 6th Corps was situated at. So let's go up here. We got a battery up here, which I can't really tell you what corps it is. We got that ball on the top. Makes me think of 1st Corps, but I could be wrong. Battery D, 1st New York Light Artillery, 3rd Corps. Okay, so rhombus. 3rd Corps right here. They had a battery and they were shooting right in there, right in those guys. I'm gonna stop the camera here, take a look at the map, and just kind of orient ourselves. I'll show you guys later on the map of everything that's going on here and those formations of that regiment, that regiment, that regiment, that regiment, and we'll get a good perspective. All right, guys, here we are, the Wheatfield. This is the Wheatfield right here, all of this. We just came out of those trees right there, the Irish Brigade monument right there, if you can see the cross. So we haven't gone too far. Right here is the beginning of the assault, remember. So if we're looking at our map right now, this is where we are. We just went down, here's the Wheatfield right here, this little triangle. We just went down this little path right here, and we have all these guys through here. Not much, actually. And if you see those cannons right there, Winslow's 6 guns, they're right up there. That's where Winslow's guns are, okay? We got Confederates coming through these trees right here, okay? We got Georgians. We got Georgians all coming through here. And also in Arkansas, 3rd Arkansas on the side. Coming through here, past these trees here is Devil's Den, the 124th New York right there. And they're all retreating right now. And also, Colonel Vinson has his men on Little Round Top, just over there, that is being assaulted by Hood's Texans, as well as some Alabama regiments. So here we are, the Wheatfield. After things get desperate, the Confederates are coming through here, or reinforcements start coming in. So if we look at this map right here, here we are, here's the Wheatfield, okay? So facing this way, we have Kelly and Cross. They're coming over that ridgeline right there. We have Zook right there, coming from way over there off to the side, and they're gonna come in here and reinforce here. and we see these Georgians coming past through here and just back and forth, fighting it out, while Winslow's guns are right there firing. Boom, 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 canister shot, blowing holes in the lines of those Georgians in that Arkansas, 3rd Arkansas, coming right through here. Absolutely beautiful, beautiful battlefield. It's amazing that so many people passed at this place. And then also you have reinforcements by Steiner and Barnes and Caldwell. Behind that ridge there's a road that goes up through there, right where Zook is coming in, right there. So they're being reinforced, and then up the road a ways, of course, is 3rd Corps in the Peach Orchard, up that way over there, where we came from. So here's the Wheatfield, guys. Great position for artillery right up there. You can see those cannons just looking right at you. Shells, as you're fighting, shells going past your heads and hitting down there, or hitting right here as the Georgians are getting close to hand-to-hand combat. Right here we have a marker, 3rd Corps, 1st Division, 3rd Brigade by Troband, Colonel Troband. It's absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. Back there we got Caldwell. If you remember our walk when we were going through the valley right before we hit Devil's Den over there, and we could see a little round top from the bottom, there was a statue of Caldwell and his men, which they move up there along that road in an L form. And then this is where all those Georgians are coming down. 3rd Arkansas is over here. We got Hoods, Alabamans, and Texans already just pushed through, and they're heading up to a little round top. And here we got Steiner, or Schweitzer. Schweitzer moves his men in here as well from the 2nd Brigade, 1st Division, 5th Corps to reinforce. It does get a little mixed up with these monuments and the maps and everything, because the maps only tell you so much of where everybody was at a certain time, you know, which a place like this gets confusing just because it's so back and forth, and different troops are being flooded in on both sides. Because remember, you got those reinforcement Georgians also from Seams coming as well, right behind them to reinforce the first wave. And remember, you got those right in this ridgeline here. We have the Irish Brigade from Patrick Kelly's unit right through there. Be interesting if Marr was still in command, Colonel Marr, during all this. 115th Pennsylvania Monument. Interesting stuff. So if we were the Georgians coming out of these trees here, coming down this valley right here, we'd be looking at that right there, Winslow's batteries. And you could imagine the 5th Maine being here and having to retreat, all these units having to retreat and run back, and you being Winslow's guns up there. Excuse me, I was blocking that. Watching your men run away. What do? Do you try to leave your guns and fire until the last minute with canister and try to get as many as possible and save your men as well? Or do you pack up because you don't want your babies to be taken by the Confederates and used to possibly fire at you in the next battle? Those are some tough decisions as an artillery officer. Tough decisions. Well, all right, guys, that's the Wheatfield. I wasn't gonna film this, but walking through, it really puts everything in perspective. We were up there walking through that band where that tight turn is on that road. That's where the Union were, right through those trees, just firing down. We have the South Carolina guys going through there. Peach Orchard's just right up there, you can see it. And all these Georgians in Arkansas going through this valley here, just getting ripped to shreds by all the regiments in these trees. Just open ground. no terrain whatsoever. It's a swamp and it's a marsh through here. Deadly, absolutely deadly. All right, guys, we're gonna continue on our journey. Okay, so we walked up the trail here, and here is a marker for Kershaw, 2nd, 3rd, 7th, 8th, and 5th Regiments, 3rd Battalion, South Carolina, guys. This is where they came through right here. Came through here, and look at, we're on a hill here, and it goes down, just drops off down right into there. And they had to get down through there in order to get through. And you see there's a clearing on the other side, and that is the Wheatfield. We have a Pennsylvania monument up here. Got quite a few monuments. This is the 45th Pennsylvania, and I do not see it on the map, unless it was at an earlier time. I do not see it whatsoever on this map. Huh. Interesting. I'll have to look that up. I can't see it at all on the map. I didn't know the Union got all the way up here. There's the 28th Connecticut Infantry, or 27th, excuse me, of the 2nd Corps. Huh. I didn't know they got all the way up here. I thought this was all Confederates. I know what I'm talking about. Ooh, that's a great monument. Pennsylvania. 53rd Pennsylvania. 4th Brigade, 1st Division, 2nd Corps. That's a great statue. 4th Brigade, Colonel R. Brooke. Army of the Potomac, 2nd Corps, 1st Division. Huh. Interesting. I did not know they made it all the way up here. Here's Seams. Okay, so here's Seams, and there's the Georgians, the reinforcements of the assault, coming right through here. 64th New York Infantry, 2nd Corps. And here's another 2nd Corps marker. But I understand why they'd be up here, because look at, you could see everything through there, the fields. Pow, 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 blowing everything up as those Georgians came along. Interesting. All right, guys, found something new. Okay, so I found something new. So this other page, this shows Sickles' Corps absolutely just getting mauled and surrounded. And over here, we see this is where the Wheatfield is. And so Kelly got stopped right there with his Irish Brigade and everything, and Zook. And then Brooke actually went through the Wheatfield and went up the hill. And then that's where we see the 45th Pennsylvania. Right there. There you go. And the 27th Connecticut and everything. Sorry, there was a car. Had to get out of the way. Try not to get ran over. So yeah, that's why they made it all the way up there. And then you have those markers for Seams as Georgians, because they went smash right into Brooks' line. And then you have all these other Georgians going through from Anderson's and Seams, going through the woods, through Devil's Den. And then as we get to here, then you have Day and his brigade in Burbank with hardcore U.S. infantry, volunteer regiments, trained military soldiers, and we'll go check them out later. All right, guys, I think that concludes everything for today, and we'll end it off here with this sign right here, which is Anderson's Brigade, 7th, 8th, 9th, 11th, and 59th Georgia Infantry, all going through here, all going through these trees. And Devil's Den is right over this ridge. All right, guys.